Okay, we're on air now. All right, so does anyone have it pulled up right now? I had to get out of my browser. All right, so did you guys answer the question we were supposed to answer?
Yeah.
The one about the approach or whatever,
Yep, it was the two different types of courts or systems.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was the inquisitorial approach compared to the adversarial model?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Okay. Does anyone want to read their example?
Let me pull mine up real quick. Somebody might want to go first.
Okay. I'm going to try to add him again. Okay, so I actually had mine written out and then I submitted it and then deleted it, but I think I can remember everything if you want me to go first.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm trying to remember. Basically, I said, Sally, let's see, let's go back to the question. Sally lives in the U.S. and is trying to sue her employer, and since she's in the U.S., which is is it civil law or common law? I think it's civil law country. They'll use the inquisitorial approach, and she'll hire the best lawyer that she can afford who will plead her case, find witnesses, and then the judge will use the facts presented by her lawyer and apply the law to them. And then Sally's sister Sue lives in Germany, which is a common law country, and will be using the inquisitorial approach. Sorry, U.S. is the adversarial. And since it's a civil law country, the judge will find all the facts, call witnesses, and then use those facts and apply them to the law. So that was basically my examples.
Okay, I'm here.
That's awesome.
So I was confused. Were we supposed to give like a real example, or were we supposed to make one up? Because I actually found one that actually happened.
Oh, wow. That's impressive.
Yeah, seriously.
But
No,
I don't know.
I just made mine up.
It wasn't in the United States though. It happened in Europe. But I don't know. I was so confused.
Oh, I just made mine up because it sounded like he made his up.
That's what I thought too, but then it said like give an example of a case heard. So then I kind of was like, well, is he actually wanting a case?
I don't know.
So I don't know. Guess we'll see when I get my grade.
Yeah. I have no idea.
Mine was in the Netherlands.
So you found a real one too then?
But yeah, but it didn't have like the case name. It was just like, it was like
Yeah.
a case. I was kind of confused with the assignment.
Yeah, I was confused with what he wanted. I can read mine if you guys want me to.
Sure. Where does it say that you're supposed to use a real example real quick?
Yeah, I'm trying to find that too. I made mine up, and I'm wondering if I wasn't supposed to now.
Well, so I'm reading the directions, and it says, then I would think of an example. I could do an example like this.
Okay.
Sure.
I don't think it really clarified on whether it had to be real or made up, but from reading the question we were given, I thought he wanted real. So that's what I did. Because I started making a made up one, but then I read it again, and I was like, maybe he wants real. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and read yours. I'm interested to hear it.
Okay, so it said in the Knox case, Amber Knox, a 24-year-old American university student, was convicted in 2007 of the murder of her friend and roommate Meredith Hercha or something while in Italy. Italy, like lots of European countries, use the inquisitorial system, or whatever that word is, where the judge does not serve at a neutral arbiter between prosecutor and defense, like the United States, but as the chief prosecutor and chairman of the jury. The case was said to be biased by the evidence given, like Amber Knox's personality and psychology, which would have been challenged by the defense in America or in the American court. An appeal verdict had her case thrown out, and after 1,400 days in an Italian prison, Knox was set free. So I don't know. I kind of use both, I guess. I don't know if that's right even. So we'll see.
That was really good, really detailed and thorough.
Did you just Google that to find that? Because that was awesome.
Yeah, that was really good.
Well, I used, because it gave like the library resource or whatever. Typed in the inquisitorial approach, and then just kind of was going, looking and stuff. I don't even know. I don't even know if that's right, but I don't know. I hate online classes.
Well, I guess I can read mine. It's bone dry. All I put was Bob,
No,
Joe.
I used Bob too. Sorry, go ahead.
It's a good name. Suing Joe, the defendant, for verbal assault. In an inquisitorial approach, the judge would decide which witness to call, and he would interrogate the witness as well. Serial system. The judge merely applies the law of the case presented by each party. It's basically right out of the book.
Works.
Okay, so for some reason I can't find mine. I know I turned it in, but I can't find it right now. But I can give you guys the rundown of basically what I did. So I used Billy Bob, was from America but traveling overseas to Germany, where he got in trouble with the law and found himself in court, and he was confused because it wasn't what he was used to in the States, because the judge was calling the witnesses and interrogating them, and he wanted to hire a lawyer, but he came to the understanding that they wouldn't necessarily be pleading his case, and so he got himself in a lot of trouble for not obeying German laws. It was something simple and silly like that.
That sounds good to me. So for this assignment, I have the template in front of me, the group assignment template. What example do we want to use? I'm just so confused because like his example that he gave like sounds made up, but it makes sense that we'd have to find a real one.
I should have looked at other people. They've turned it in already. I should have watched them.
I feel like either way, if we do a real one or like a made up one, as long as we're doing the like criteria and meeting that, I don't think he's gonna be too strict on it. Because if we're the like only ones confused, I'd be really surprised.
All right. I'm filling out, hold on. I'm going to share my screen so that you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, can you guys see this?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. Do we just want to put, I can just type in my example really quick.
You forgot my name on it.
Is that what we want to do? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I just
I was
don't
going
like.
off of our old group text, just
Sorry.
typing in the names. Okay. So I'm assuming this is where we put like what we turned in. Is that what you guys think? And then we need to come up with a quiz question. So maybe while I type in my example, you guys could come up with a quiz question.
Does the question need to be using the example?
Let me look at the instructions.
We could do a simple quiz question like true or false. Following the inquisitorial approach, the judges called witnesses and asked them questions. True or false? I don't know.
Yeah. That
But in the template that Casey's showing, it has like answer 1, answer 2, answer 3, answer 4. Like I'm all good for a true or false question.
Oh,
but
yeah, it does. It does say that. Doesn't
I just don't want to get docked down if we do that. But
I'm looking at the assignment and it says decide, okay. Make the same example into an exam question that would help other students test their understanding in a way that prepared them for the actual exam question on this topic. And then it has a list of questions and then decide which of the questions will best help the students understand and their understanding. So I think we would need to use the example. So what example are we wanting to use?
I think
Sally's good enough for me. Doesn't matter.
Is
Can
the
you guys hear me?
US oh yep, we can hear you now.
Okay. Sorry, I have headphones in, so I don't know if that messes with it. But I
Is the
think
US a common law or civil law state? I can't remember.
So I'm looking at the example that you posted of like the sample group assignment, and they used the example for the quiz question, but they only used 2 answers, or 3 answers, I mean.
I'm sure that'd be fine. So we need to come up with a quiz question.
Want me to read the example that he gave of the question?
Sure, that'd be great.
Okay. It says, Bill is the CEO of a computer company. He regularly talks with his company's legal counsel, legal counsel Nancy, about issues related to the company and its legal exposure. The company's board of directors tells Bill that he would like Bill to sign a revised employment contract. Bill would like legal advice about the new contract before he signs it. He tells Nancy to ask her about the contract. During this conversation with Nancy, Bill reveals that he has been making use of the company's car in violation of the company's policy. Was it a good idea for Bill to share this information with Nancy?
Okay.
How's it going?
Awesome. Well, so what do we want ours to be?
I didn't catch everybody's example. And my computer's being super laggy right now. But I just think a simple story like the example, and then talking about how just a quick, because it's supposed to be a quiz question on that topic. So what the difference is between the inquisitorial, however you say it, and adversarial or something.
Okay, so I already typed up the example. I'm doing the explanation right now, and now we just need to come up with a quiz question. So I think we could do something along the lines of what is the difference. I think it might need to be a little more in depth than that, but I think that's a good start.
Yeah. I feel like we got one of the harder.
Let me know if you guys think I could be phrasing this any better. All right, is that a good explanation for you guys? I was just typing this up real quick.
Looks good to me.
All right, so I think we're ready to do the quiz question. Do you guys have any idea?
Maybe like what are the key differences? Something like that. and then you could list 3 or 4 key differences and for the right answer. And then the wrong answers could be stuff that I guess that isn't different. I don't know. It's a shot in the dark.
I think that's good though, because that type of question would cover the main facts that we were supposed to learn from this.
Right.
Okay, what do we want the correct answer to be?
Something you could even, I think something about how kids are more involved in the actual like investigating process. That makes sense.
Okay.
And, lawyers aren't necessarily, like one of you said earlier, on your side to plead your case. And I don't know, a third one, maybe that there's not necessarily a jury involved, something like that. And then from both, I don't know. This is kind of a hard one to figure out. I feel like.
So when I was like Google that I get, and this is like the different. So it says the inquisitorial approach, whatever. It says a legal system where the court is actively involved in investigating the facts of the case. And then for the adversarial model, it says where the role of the court is primarily that of an impartial referee between the prosecutor and the defense. I don't know. We could use something along those lines, I guess.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Well, in the book, one of the main sentences is in the adversarial system, the attorneys and parties develop and present the facts, where that doesn't happen in the inquisitorial approach.
Yeah,
That's a big key difference.
Okay, so adversarial systems use, how is that phrased?
It says in the adversarial system, the attorneys and parties develop and present the facts in court.
Okay, so adversarial systems use lawyers and parties. Oh, hold on. In adversarial systems, lawyers and parties develop facts to present to a judge instead of inquisitorial. Which the court
relies more heavily upon the judge. To find the truth.
So in adversarial systems, lawyers and parties develop facts to present to a judge instead of inquisitorial systems in which the court relies on the judge to develop facts. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that's a big key difference.
Okay.
What are we supposed to do for the correct answer feedback?
No, yeah, I feel like this would be the correct answer feedback. So maybe.
That's true.
So maybe this could be the feedback. And then we could have the answer be something a little bit more straightforward and short. So we could say, what is this? Like, use lawyers and Develop facts in quiz. Judge. Or is it too much like the feedback?
I think that looks good.
Agreed.
All right, now we need a couple of wrong answers. Could just say that there are no differences.
Perfect.
It's a good one.
What would we put for feedback?
I would just say this is incorrect because there is a difference between the two or something like that.
Yeah.
Distinct difference or something, yeah.
Okay. Wrong answer too.
You could maybe flip-flop the two. So say, I don't know, does that make sense? Make them
Yeah.
opposite?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
So we could say in
Wait, isn't that the right answer though?
oh yeah. I'll
Good
just switch
catch.
it back in a second.
No worries. I was just like, that sounds a lot like the first one.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Good catch. So I'm just saying the terms this answer are switched. Is that how I just say it?
You could say the definitions in this answer are switched or something like that. I don't know.
This is wrong because it's actually the opposite.
Definitions in this answer are correct, but do not match the correct terms.
Yep, sounds great.
Okay, we need one more wrong answer. We could just maybe have it say something like the inquisitorial approach is where everyone is questioned, or have something just really off base but kind of just sounds like it'd be the right answer. So like if we had no idea what the inquisitorial approach, what would it sound like?
I don't know. That's a good question. I like where you're headed, though. You could say you could do something dumb like the jury decides the verdict. I mean, something simple like that, or somebody that didn't know anything about it would be like, "Yeah, that sounds right."
Yeah, I like where you're going with that. If you wanted to do something with the inquisitory approach, you could do something with the jury, like he was saying, and say, like, the wrong answer is, in the inquisitory approach, the jury does all the questioning of the witness.
I like that.
Just because if you were to read the inquisitory, you think to question, the jury's
Yeah.
doing it, maybe that's the right answer.
So I'm saying in the inquisitorial system, the jury questions all witnesses in the court case. And then what would the adversarial approach? We could say there is no jury.
Oh, yeah.
Looks great.
Only a judge. Okay. What would the feedback for this one be?
Don't choose this answer, it's wrong.
I think you just need to explain why it's wrong, like just the fact that the inquisitorial approach, the judge is the one doing the adversarial one is the judge. How you explain the other one?
I think that's a good idea. That's what I'm doing. Cassie, the gate isn't up. Okay. Does that sound good?
Looks great.
All right. Is that all we have to do?
And then don't we just need to submit that and our video? Is that what we're supposed to do?
I think so.
Do we have to submit it individually or just does one person?
It says have that person submit this document to your group.
Sweet.
For your group. So no, just one person has to do it.
Okay, awesome. All right, perfect. So I hope maybe one of us can ask this week, if possible, like what the examples are supposed to be, if they're supposed to be real examples or made up examples.
Yeah, that'll be a good question to ask.
Yeah, other than that, I think we're good. Good meeting, everyone.
Thanks, Casey.
Yeah, thanks for doing all that, Casey.
Yeah, no problem.
Wait, does it need to get posted to the Business 275 community or whatever?
Yeah, I think it had to be.
I've seen a lot of people doing that.
I think it does. I can do both if you want. I'll put a link on this document and I'll post to the thing so that you guys can refer to it too.
Perfect.
All right, awesome. I'm gonna stop the broadcast.